So you finish a cleaning job, the client says they're happy, and they say they'll book again, and then they disappear and you never hear from them again. Sound familiar? Well, I would bet 95% of cleaning businesses lose clients this exact same way. But the cleaning businesses that consistently make 6 figures and beyond never do. And the difference isn't necessarily better cleaning. It's actually just putting 4 simple strategies to work in your business. Strategies that will turn first-time clients into raving fans who will never stop using your cleaning business. And why is this so important? Because constantly looking for new clients is what causes cleaning business owners to burn out and eventually quit. It's like filling a bucket with a hole in the bottom. You can keep pouring in new clients, but if they're constantly leaving you through the back door, then you'll never get ahead. You'll stay stuck in that exhausting cycle of always looking for new business instead of building something stable. But when you focus on keeping the clients you already have, instead of just getting new ones, everything changes. Your schedule becomes predictable, your income becomes steady, and you stop worrying every day if you'll have enough work tomorrow. And like our coaching student Bethany here, you'll need to keep hiring cleaners to keep up with the demand. If you want to learn what our coaching program can do for you, then book your free call after watching this video. So let's dive in. Here are the 4 simple and proven strategies that turn one-time clients into loyal, long-term relationships. Strategy number 1, ask for feedback and actually use it. Do you know what big brands like Apple, Ford, and Chick-fil-A all have in common? They all ask for client feedback. Combined, these 3 huge brands have been in business for over 250 years. And even with all that experience, they still ask for client feedback. And in many cases, they're willing to pay for it by offering gift cards or free merch in exchange for your survey. So why would a huge brand offer to pay their customers for feedback? Because the return on investment is never ending. If they can fix a common complaint or issue, then they know their customer loyalty goes up even more. And the effort of taking that feedback and improving their product pays for itself time and time again. The good news for us is we don't have to pay for this feedback. We can simply ask for it. But be smart about how you do so. Don't just say, "How was everything?" That's too generic. Instead say, "I really want to make sure we're taking great care of your property. What did you love about our most recent cleaning? And what could we do better?" Then, when they give you feedback, thank them and actually implement it, especially if it's needed. If they say, "Everything was great, but there was some dust on the ceiling fan," then make sure you hit that ceiling fan next time. And tell them when you do, "I made sure the team got that ceiling fan today. Thanks for letting me know about that." The truth is, most people won't tell you what's bothering them. They'll just stop hiring you. But this strategy prevents that from happening and shows your clients that you truly care about their satisfaction. The problem is many business owners hold back from asking for this feedback because they're scared of the answers they'll get. But it's the only way to grow and improve. And sure, some people will never be happy and complain about everything if given the opportunity. But those aren't the clients you want anyways. The good clients, however, will love you for asking, will appreciate your efforts to improve, and that will keep them coming back over and over. Strategy number 2, communicate like a professional business owner. Poor communication is where many cleaning businesses lose clients, and they don't even realize it. Building a profitable cleaning business starts with treating your clients like they matter, and that is conveyed through communication. So send a quick text the day before a job. Do so again on the day of service. If you didn't personally see them on the job, then send a follow-up thank you text. And as we covered in point 1, ask for feedback. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being reliable and professional. It's about proving you know how to communicate. And this builds their trust and keeps them in your business. And this really starts the moment you first meet a new client. From that first introduction, they are gauging from your communication how serious you take your business. Because clients don't just hire us for our cleaning solutions, they hire us for how we make them feel. Remember that business is simply about problems and solutions. So your communication reveals to them whether you're going to make their life easier or harder. So does your communication make them feel confident about their choice to hire you? Or does it make them second guess their decision? It has to make them feel confident. And the good news is that the vast majority of cleaning business owners are really bad at this, which means opportunity for us. So learn how to communicate like a professional and never worry about losing a client again. Strategy number 3, make rebooking feel natural. If you treat every job like a one-time transaction, then guess what you'll end up with? A one-time transaction. But if a client loved your work once, they'll probably want you back, especially if you're targeting value-driven repeat clients, just like I teach my coaching students to do. Where many business owners fail, though, is they leave this up to the client and assume they're taking the lead. Sometimes they will, but most often they won't. So it's on us as the business owner to keep the relationship moving forward. And in business, it is crazy how much money you can make by simply making yourself available and asking for more work. So the easier you make it for a client to keep using your services, the stronger the chance they will do just that. And when it comes to communicating this, keep it direct and avoid being vague. As an example, don't say, "Call me if you need us again." That may work in industries where the service is one time or less frequent, like plumbing services, appliance repair, or pressure washing. But cleaning is a repetitive need, therefore it should lead to repetitive work. And many cleaning business owners understand this in residential and commercial cleaning, but they forget this principle in other cleaning types. Say you do a construction clean for a builder. Instead of wrapping up the job and leaving it at that, ask for more work. For example, what other projects can we help you with? Or say you do a move-out clean for a realtor. Same thing. What other homes do you and your fellow agents need cleaned right now? And here's the key. Make this feel normal. Don't present it like you're asking for a favor. Present it like this is how your best clients operate to ensure you are available for them, because that is your ultimate goal. And a point worth repeating in case you missed it is this. It is crazy how much money you can make by simply making yourself available and asking for more work. And strategy number 4, show genuine appreciation. This one is so simple, but most cleaning business owners completely skip it. And it's one of the most powerful ways to build client loyalty. How you accomplish this will vary by business type and client type, but the gist is this. Thank your customers for their business directly, and do so often. In residential, leave a handwritten thank you note every so often. Nothing fancy, just a simple thank you for trusting me with your home. I truly appreciate your business. In commercial, don't just invoice your customers once a month, but thank them too. Something like this. Thanks for letting us serve you this past month. We look forward to many more. And bonus points if you drop off snacks or donuts every so often too. If you get frequent work from a realtor, thank them with a gift card to a local coffee shop. One of my students even gives small plants to clients with a note that says, "Thanks for helping my business grow." And here's a pro tip. If you ever do lose a client, send them a thank you note too, especially if it's a client who just couldn't afford you anymore, or maybe had some other life-changing circumstance. Thank them for the opportunity to serve them, and let them know you'd be happy to help them again when their situation changes. People remember that kind of class, and quite often will hire you again later. So the options for showing clients gratitude are endless. But the point is this. Don't leave your customers wondering if you appreciate them. Tell them and show them constantly in genuine ways. So as you can see, building a cleaning business that clients never want to leave isn't about being the cheapest option. And it's not even about being the best cleaning business in town, although that certainly helps. It's about being the cleaning business that makes clients feel valued, heard, and taken care of. It's about being reliable, professional, and actually caring about the people you serve. It's also about taking feedback and making yourself available and easy to work with. And remember, you're not just cleaning spaces, you're creating peace of mind, you're solving problems, and you're giving people their time back. And when you approach your business with that mindset, clients won't just hire you, they'll also become your most loyal supporters. If you want my personal help in your cleaning business, then my coaching program is ready to guide you. To see if it's a good fit for you, then learn more at the link below. And let's keep building what you want together.